Hey guys, Alex Ortner here again from rawfor30days.com with video number 2. So we're going to be doing a hot smoothie here. Now a lot of people think that smoothies are always just cold, but especially for winter months, hot smoothies can be really fantastic. So we're going to talk about that. Tell us what we're going to do.
So this is like taking chocolate milk and then just taking it to the next level, where it becomes like truly medicine. So I've been lucky to have some fresh chaga mushroom that I've harvested in my old home in New Hampshire, and I brewed a tea out of that. And so basically that's going to be my base. And basically the tea was brewed on the stove or on a crock pot, nice low simmer for a few hours, and now that's going to be my base. So what I've done is just simply warm it up. It's not boiling, there's just a little bit of steam coming off, but it hasn't reached the like 200 plus degree temperature here. So and it just takes the edge off, and it just gives it a nice warming quality, which is really nice. So we have about 2.5 cups here of our tea, and that's going to be the base. And then we're basically going to build kind of like the drink that I made before, but it's going to be a couple different ingredients to just become a real nice chocolatey, mushroomy flavor.
So with this, you actually took the mushrooms that you got at the house, and you put them into a pot.
Yep, I use a crock pot. You could buy it like a Target for $30, and I just fill it with water, put in my medicinal mushrooms, and if you don't harvest your own, you could buy like reishi mushroom from Mountain Rose Herbs. And you just take a handful of those, maybe put some coconut flakes in there or vanilla bean, and just put it on, let it go for a couple hours, and then put the machine onto low, and you have fresh mushroom tea ready to drink.
The water from the mushroom, you just pour that out, and that's what you got here. Cool.
So this one's chaga, just a little different mushroom, but they all work really well. So, and if you don't have this, we're actually going to add more mushrooms. But if you don't have mushrooms, you can get some of these kind of mushrooms. This is Host Defense from Paul Stamets' company, Fungi Perfecti, and you could add some of those. So these are kind of already grown, already produced and encapsulated for you. So you could use these as your base, and we're going to add some. So this one happens to be a Garicon, but they have probably 10 or 12 different varieties of mushrooms that you could add into your drink. So a really good thing to boost the immunity. So we're going to add a couple of those. And we're just going to open up the capsule, pop it right in there. I like one of the products from Fungi Perfecti is called My Community, and it's a blend of 17 different mushrooms that are put into capsules, and really great product. So we have our mushrooms in there. Next, we're going to take some maca, and like I mentioned before, maca tends to go in all the drinks, and it's just a really good kind of power back.
Good.
Yeah. And it's an aphrodisiac, so you gotta love that sometimes, or all the time. For flavor, we're gonna add some vanilla. This is a vanilla powder, which is different from a lot of the other vanilla products on the market. This is a whole bean ground, so it's not just the inside that's scraped out. It's not an extract; it's the actual bean. So you could use a lot less than a normal recipe called. So if you have this available, which comes from Ultimate Superfoods. If a recipe called for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, you could use probably a 1/4 teaspoon of this. So a little goes a long way with this. We're going to get that fat in there again. So we're going to go to coconut butter.
Hooray.
Yeah.
He's doing it just because he knows how much I love this stuff.
You got to keep the host happy, so, find out what they like. And
exactly.
Give it to them. So we'll get that in there. And a little bit of coconut oil. Perfect. And then we got our cacao. And so for this one, we want it to be a really nice, smooth consistency, nice and creamy. So we're going to add some cacao powder. And for this, probably about 2 tablespoons worth will be perfect. In fact, this particular brand, it's a lot richer, a little more fat in there, so it's definitely more intense flavors than some of the other brands out there. So if you're used to adding 3 tablespoons of one, you might want to go a little less with this particular brand, just because it could be a little too intense of a flavor. So you know, that's another one that you just adjust to your taste. And then we're going to get a little honey in there for some sweetness. Add a couple tablespoons. And again, like I mentioned before, if you're having troubles with the sugar, you're going to want to lessen the amount of the honey that you use and maybe just go to something like xylitol or stevia.
Okay.
And then basically we're just going to get this going, give it a quick blend and see how it tastes. Doing warm drinks, you always want to make sure you don't have this on high, because you could cause some major issues. So we're going to get this.
I will actually tell you that my brother did that once. In here, in this kitchen, with not having the top on. Went all over him.
Yeah, the worst I've done was about 7 cups of balsamic vinaigrette that went without the top on and literally coated like the whole store that I worked in. It was not the best. Let's give this a quick taste before I send it off. That's pretty good. We could probably use a little more sweetener.
Yeah?
But I think we're going to add a little more sweetener.
Okay.
Just because.
Let's do that.
And then we'll give it off. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's good. You definitely taste the mushrooms in there when the cacao comes through, so you get a nice medicinal mushroom chocolate
Smells
drink.
good too. That's so good.
Pretty good.
That's extremely good.
Yeah, it's not like Nestle's quick
No,
chocolate milk.
this
It's
is
like,
and when you try this, you're gonna wonder why you never want to go back to the Nesquik, chocolate. That's not doing you any good in the first place. Yeah, definitely. You guys gotta try this out. It's very, very good. It's a great option to have in the winter months. It's just as good in the summer months. It's got a lot of medicinal purposes with all the mushrooms and all this other good stuff. I mean, you're throwing nothing but superfoods into your body here.
yeah.
As opposed to all that junk you'll get in the store with those chocolates. So thanks for doing this video.
We'll put the official recipe down below for everybody.
We'll put the official recipe down below. If you have any questions for Frank, put them down below. We're gonna do some more stuff with him. We're gonna keep bringing some stuff to you from Frank and show you more of what he does in the coming weeks and months. Definitely does some phenomenal stuff. And as I mentioned to you before, tomorrow we're gonna have some footage with David Wolf answering. I know a lot of you guys asked questions over the last couple of days. We're gonna get those questions answered. So if you haven't asked a question yet for David, ask that. If you want to ask a question now for Frank, especially when it comes to food prep, ask that right away, and we'll get that answered for you on the blog.
Awesome.
So thanks for taking the time to do
got it.
this. And thanks, guys. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.